This podcast is brought to you by Fandom Spotlight. Check us out at fandomspotlight.com. Have fun and follow your fandom.
We have your attention, please, and welcome to a very special episode of Dragon Ball for Life, DB4L. You know who we are. Let's get through it real quick, because we just want to give our guest her just dues, give her her flowers, give her her proper introduction, because she decided to answer the Dragon Call. Woo. But I go by the name of Brigitte, the Prince of all sayings, Mr. Matthew Porter Matty Ice, here with my Day one, going from the lookout to the cookout.
Oh, I like that.
Mr. Troto Trav, talk to the people, Trav. You know, I just coming up
one. I like that.
It is a new one. It is a new one. Special occasion.
I was just gonna keep it quick because, for this interview, I'm excited from the start, and, we evolving. So, you're going to call me Super Saiyan Sharp. It's the kid Troto Trav. But, we are, like I said, super excited for this interview because, listen, time stands still for this guest because whenever she speaks, the whole room listens. She has done a lot of incredible things in her life. Some would say impossible.
So many.
But for her, anything is possible. Lurking in the shadows, waiting to be summoned as we hunt for the Dragon Balls and wish for yet another amazing guest, she is never pressed. We record this on an NFL Sunday, so don't bet the under, bet the over, tune in and watch. But for your morning commute,
I see what you did.
Don't let your drive be tedious and listen to the latest episode of Dragon Call with Matilda Smedius. Welcome. Yay. Welcome to our show.
My cheeks
what
are
an intro.
cramping. Yes. I've never gotten an intro like that.
Yeah,
There's
that's
so
what
many
everybody
words.
said.
I felt really Swedish. I was like, what is he saying? I don't understand. My cheeks.
It was all positive.
The bet the over and watch, that was chef's kiss.
That was very beautiful.
I see what you did there. I see what you did. It's like you've been here before.
No, but this is a long time coming, and we're very excited to have you on. And I'm sure what has been a very, very busy week for you.
Comic-Con week.
I mean, I haven't been busy because I've been sick. So I have no excuse as to how bad I have been at responding to emails and doing things I need to do. But no, I haven't been super busy. I was supposed to be busy because Overwatch 2 launched, and that's a big deal. That's huge. That's cool.
You know what, Mikey? When you hear this part, you're gonna put in the applause for that.
Put in the applause.
No, that's awesome. Congratulations.
I haven't done that much to
You've done plenty. Plenty.
But yeah, thank you. I worked really hard at creating the entire game of Overwatch.
It was all you.
It was all me. It's all me. No, but that, I feel like that's supposed to be like a big deal. But it was kind of like chaotic as well because Overwatch 2 had like massive, like you had to queue for a really long time. Some people couldn't even get in and play the game.
Did the servers crash?
I think they got like DOS attacks, like DDoS attack. I read
it was a lot of people.
I can say it in Swedish, but I don't know how to say it in English. But when they attack servers with like a lot of, like, basically like you can attack servers with a lot of people, but it's not actually people, I think.
Oh, the bots.
I think.
Okay. Yeah, the bots. You're talking about, like
DOS, DOS.
Yeah, you're talking about bots. I don't. If there's a technical term, I don't know what it is either. But yeah, it's like people make all those fake accounts to like try to like stock up on the game. Yeah.
So it was like 40,000 people, and then it went down to like 20,000, and then for some people it went up to 30,000 again, and then it fluctuated. And me and my brother, we were trying to play it a few days ago, and we couldn't get in for the entire night. But yesterday I had a really good stream. I had like an Overwatch 2 launch stream on my Twitch account at Smedius. If someone wants to
plug away,
little self promo there.
Plug away.
So I played Overwatch 2 then, and luckily, because I got to the venue, and I couldn't get into the computer until like when I was like supposed to start. So I was like, okay, this can't take hours because I need to start streaming now. And then for some reason I got in immediately. Like they fixed it, so I was really happy. They knew who was trying to
play.
They saw who it was. They said, "Oh, we have to let her play."
Yeah, exactly. They were like, "Matilda's trying to get in. Let her play.
Clear the servers.
Wipe them all out.
Exactly.
Kick everyone out."
Well, we're happy to hear that you were able to play.
Yes, and as far as the game, I don't really have any big opinions. I feel like it's pretty much like the first Overwatch. I don't really see a difference. So, but I mean, I'm not like an Overwatch expert, so I don't know. But it's pretty much the same.
What do you mean you're not? You know everything about Overwatch.
Oh,
you
right, I created the game. Oh my god, I forgot.
No need to be humble now.
Created the game. I know, right? Please brag on yourself.
Right.
It's the best game ever that I created. I did everything myself, and it's that
would have been
the best.
You found Blizzard. Blizzard's your company.
Exactly.
It was all you.
I was like, oh, that's not something I want to say because of all the sexual harassment allegations and all that. I was like, oh yeah, Blizzard. I did that. Oh no. Actually, no, I didn't. I take that back.
You're like, hold on.
I forgot about that.
Remember what I said just 5 minutes ago? Yeah, let's do the Men in Black and click that.
Yeah, exactly.
Scratch that from the records.
I really wish I had one of those.
Oh man, that'd be so
fun.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
It's just, it would be so nice. It would be so lovely, and it's also like. I think because the thing is when you click the thing, it's not just like I didn't say that, or you can change someone's like entire world view. Like you can say like you need to start working out, or you need to I don't fucking know you need to start loving yourself.
Facts.
But you could do that with just like one of those things. Imagine having one of those when they do it for the entire city of New York, and they're just like love yourselves. Imagine.
Oh no, we're staying
World
here. Because you know what I would do. I'm at a smaller scale. World peace.
Oh, you already have a plan for it?
At a small scale. Yeah. I just came with it just now. So what I would do, I would like go down to like the news station, like on lottery night, and I would like I got the ticket. And then they would be like, what's the numbers? And then I would read the numbers. I'll just make up some numbers. And they'd be like, actually, the numbers are. And then they would tell me the numbers. And then I would, and then I would be like, I got the ticket. And I would just say back the right numbers. And now I won.
I don't think that's how it works.
No, because if I give them the wrong numbers, they'll be like, no, the real numbers are. The ticket itself? And then I would like wipe.
But how?
I would not have the numbers.
But I feel like that's just not how it works. I've never played the lottery, but I just feel like that wouldn't work.
Well, what's gonna happen?
Like the one that's on the TV
with the actual ticket.
The one that's on the TV.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll zap them too. It's gonna start a chain of people I have to zap.
Well, you then gotta find them.
It's never ending.
That initial play would be successful. I had so much baggage afterwards, but that initial play,
so much to take care of. Like it's so messy, and it never ends.
It wouldn't. That'd be the rest of my life. The rest of my life. They knew who really won. Another one.
And then it's just like you win like $1 million. Like it's not like 65 million. It's like or $100,000. You're like, oh,
right.
Oh,
I can't even enjoy it.
The biggest, the jackpot. Mm-hmm.
And then I gotta zap them and start over again. I gotta zap them and start all over.
Not the Mega Millions. This is just for Mega Mug.
I would definitely do it for the Mega Millions. I would definitely do it for that one, for sure.
Oh man, can you imagine being like, you're just hanging out with a friend or something like that, and you make a comment to them, and they just like freak out, and you're like, all right. I didn't.
You test out a joke that didn't work. Like no one laughed. You're like, we're trying that again.
Oh my god, yes, I need that.
We're trying that again.
Oh my god. Oh my god!
Like in your head, you're like, "Oh, this joke's gonna kill." You say it, and nobody laughs. You're like, and
Zap
zap.
'em.
And then if you just bomb the whole set, then you can just take it back to the beginning where they don't even introduce you. You're just like, let me just leave the venue right now.
Exactly. You just call up the next comedian like you was the host.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, coming to the stage.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Like, oh.
See,
that's what we
Matilda,
use it
this
for.
is why we said when we sent the brief, don't
We
worry
might not
about
get to it.
coming up with responses each time.
I was just thinking of that. I was like, I hope this isn't my fault that we're not even getting to the questions.
Look, the controlled chaos. We told you. This is kind of how
I
these
think
things go.
It feels really good because I looked like such a good person because I was like, oh, imagine zapping the world and telling them to love themselves, and you're like, nah, I'm gonna win the lottery.
Scamming the lottery.
Yeah. I'm gonna win all the money, and then I'm just gonna zap everyone. After that, everyone.
See, we're just here to make you look
As
better.
soon as
So
anyone just gives you a weird look, you're just like,
yeah,
like zap them
Zap.
instantly. Zap.
They say, yo,
Zapping someone just to say you didn't give me a bad look. That's a crazy. What a waste of a zap.
Exactly. Or imagine you do it to someone, but they're wearing sunglasses, so they just look at you like, what the fuck?
It just didn't work.
Can you take off your sunglasses? No.
What'd you just say to me?
why did you just flash something in my eye? Like what?
Exactly.
Right, sir. Like,
Or
sir.
you bring up the zapper, but it's the wrong way, so you zap yourself, and then it's just like,
you
oh.
don't even know why you have that in your hand after that.
What happens
Yeah.
then?
Yeah, what is it?
What
Yeah, I was
happens
gonna say. Cause like when you were saying the part about like, zapping people and like, oh, you want to start, working out and getting healthy. Like, what if I wanted to like put that in my own brain?
Yeah,
But, like, how do I then say it to myself?
Exactly. I was thinking that, like, can you do it in the mirror? But like, you still
You gotta
have to
have
say
a,
the
you know what it
things.
is? You gotta have a recording of you saying.
I was just
There we
gonna
go.
say that. I was
There we
just
go.
gonna say
Crack the
that.
code. Crack
Oh
the
my
code. like,
But, like,
you
when
love
does
the
it-
gym.
Because they have like they don't have like unlimited time where they can like
Right.
I don't even what would you call it, like hypnotize the person or like
It's neuralize them.
Oh, yeah, neuralize.
That was the movie terminology?
correct term. Yes, yes,
I
sir.
love Men in Black.
Oh, classic.
It was
Yeah,
like
the first
we had
one's
a
a
Summer
classic.
House. It was just like one of those movies we had on VHS,
Mhm.
or maybe it was even DVD. But it was like you have like certain movies that just like get there somehow because someone brings them,
Mhm.
and so every time you're there, like, should we just watch Men in Black 2? Okay,
Yeah.
and then me and my brother would just watch it over and over and over and over again.
Yo, you just said
So
the
true.
craziest thing in the history of crazy. Not that crazy, but it's crazy. You definitely never see anyone have purchased like the DVDs that you have in your house. They're just
Yes,
there.
right?
I've never seen
Yeah.
like your family DVD section. I've never seen anyone grab a movie at Walmart. Like, when did
I
we
think they
when did we
appear.
buy
They just
buy
get
all
there.
these movies?
It's like when
Or it's someone. It's
What?
like the person like that has invested a lot of money in the DVD business, like realizing, oh shit, like no one's gonna use these like anymore. So they sneak in at night, like Santa.
just
Yeah.
implant them
Yeah.
in people's
Yes.
houses.
You're like, oh, I didn't know we had this. You want to watch Air Buddies? Oh, okay. But you have to watch it if you have it.
Nah, you know how they had to get the business back up? They have to have like a movie that has like multiple parts, like maybe like a Harry Potter
Yeah.
movie, but you only insert like movies 1, 4, and 6, so it forces them to go out and buy the other
To be
ones.
fair, there are a lot of Air Buddies movies, so
yeah.
There are.
there are a lot of them.
They still make them to this day.
Yes. Why? Can they stop? Can all the movies with animals with like animated mouths, can they just stop? We don't
Yeah.
need more.
Yeah.
We don't need.
Yeah.
It's not getting better either. That's the thing. Like I remember those movies in the 90s. They looked horrible.
Mhm.
Like they were legit like scary. It hasn't gone any better
No.
now. Like we are 30
At
years
all.
later, and it still looks like so disgusting and uncanny. Whatever they do it, can they stop?
Yeah.
It's so awful. I hate it.
It's like you see it and
It
and
doesn't
you're
look
like,
good.
I don't know if this is like I want to show this to my kids because this is kind of
Exactly.
creepy.
This is wrong. It's like it looks uncanny in the way that taxidermy looks uncanny. Like it's just like Why are they
Facts.
doing that? But the worst thing is where it's just like just like
just the
shadow.
lips move.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's just painfully obvious that the
Yeah.
editing is just not really there.
Yes, and the dog's eyes. The dog's eyes are just like.
Yo, they're so stoic.
It's just like,
it's just from like here and here is just no emotion.
Exactly,
In the mouth,
but they're like,
it's just
we
the
gotta
mouth
save our
moving.
mom. We gotta save her.
It's like, are you?
Oh my
Come on,
god, I
let's
am
go,
so happy
everybody.
today.
Are you sad, happy, or like I don't know?
Right, concerned?
Just indifferent.
And then like
Just
if you're
totally
like
indifferent.
a dog body watcher, you see like their tail like happily wagging, but their dialogue is sad.
That means he's anxious.
Yes.
Like your dog's like, oh, wait,
Oh
so
my God.
you seem upset, but your tail says otherwise. So what are we doing?
It's so strange. I don't like those movies. I think they should stop. No one likes those movies. Like
Nah.
maybe
Homeward
you have
Bound.
a connection to them, but
Is a great movie though. But the
Homeward
lips don't
Bound.
move. Homeward Bound, that's when the two dogs and the cat, like their family was moving and they got
Mhm.
like lost during the move and they had to like find their way home. They like went through the
Okay.
woods. Yeah,
I
it
feel
was
like this
a
is
golden
something I
it was a
might
golden
have seen.
retriever. Was he a pit bull? Chance? I think Chance was a pit bull and then like a Siamese cat. It was called Homeward Bound. It was like
I've
I
not
feel like it
seen
had a
that.
grip hold.
Does it have an
Had a
evil
chokehold.
cat? No.
Well, the cat's kind of a dick, but she's not evil.
Oh, okay.
So a cat.
I'm not surprised.
But it's not. Yeah, it's
cats are
not an
dick.
animated movie. Yeah, the cat's sassy was a bit of a dick. But
I just remember one
dang,
of those
y'all don't
movies
remember
that I watched.
Homeward Bound?
No.
I know.
I
I'm
remember
disappointing you a
watching
little
one-
bit here.
I remember one where
Sounds
there
good.
was an evil cat and the cat was doing something and they were trying to
An
stop the
evil
cat.
cat.
I feel like the animals had like gadgets, like spy gadgets and stuff. I don't remember.
Oh
what this movie
shit!
was.
You're fucking talking to Cats and Dogs.
Is it called
Is that
that?
what it's called?
It was called Cats and Dogs.
Cats and
yeah,
dogs.
and they were like secret agents, like when their owners went away to work and
Yeah.
shit.
And the
Yeah,
cat,
cats
I
and
feel like the evil
dogs.
cat was one of those like white, like really fluffy
White cat.
shit.
Yeah, yep.
Oh my
I think his name was.
God.
I think his name was Mr. Fluffy.
Of course.
I think, but yeah, I saw that in the movie
my
theater.
God.
That was a blast from the past.
Oh, in the
Sheesh.
movie theater.
Yeah, I saw
Damn.
that in the
I
movie
did not
theater.
know you were
Yeah.
so well versed in animal movies, Matt.
Look, you learn something new about
Yeah.
yourself every day.
I feel like I shouldn't have started on this rant about hating the live
I love
action
it.
animal movies. You're like, oh, you mean this one and this one and this one and this
Yeah.
one and this one?
What about this one or that
I'm
one?
outside playing kickball. Matt's at the theaters watching the next Air Bud movie.
Cats
Yeah.
and dogs. No, the world didn't need Air Bud 2. Air Bud 2 was just bad. Like only the first Air Bud was a good movie.
It's enough, and like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like having when it's like all of the dogs, like there's several, like that's Air Buddies,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
So
Air Buddies
and then Air
when they
Buddies.
because
I
they
just
switched to
don't-
his kids.
Yeah, and I hate when they have dogs that look exactly the same, and then they're like, they have different personalities. But the dogs, I mean, obviously don't have, you can't see it in their eyes because they're
Yeah.
like that. But they have like maybe a little pink bow.
A pink bow.
Or they have a little scarf. And it's like, look, they have different personalities. It's just like, they look the same. Like, these dogs have no idea what they're
Yeah.
doing. Like, this is not, you can't do
It's
this.
this. Yeah, so the sister will have the pink bow, like the leader of the
Exactly.
pack will have the blue bandana.
Exactly.
Like,
It's always like one girl. Like you can't have more
Yeah.
than one. You can't.
It's one girl.
One is enough.
Yeah.
You have one girl, and she's like, she always seems to be like kind of smart and like.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
know.
Every time.
It's like, look,
it's
feminism. Here.
It's the same movie.
You want?
It's the same movie over and over again.
It's so
Well,
bad.
I'm glad we all had the same childhood.
Yes.
Like, that's
From
dope.
different parts of the world.
Oh
No.
man.
Still
You know.
experience the same thing.
Talking animal movies, bringing people together since the 90s.
Man, Matt.
I honestly feel like if I got a voice gig where I have to dub one of those like live action animal movies, I don't know if I would.
Yeah, would you accept it?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure.
See, that's when the
haven't
price
ever
goes up.
Not accepted something. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, give me $1 million.
Do
Or
you
a zapper.
have
Yeah.
Give me $1
a
million
winning
or a
lottery
zapper
ticket?
so I can.
the winning lottery ticket?
Exactly.
give me
But it has
that.
to come with the zapper.
It has
I'm
to come
very
with a
like,
zapper.
but it's also like the fact I'm very like I'm very pedantic. Is that a word in English?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Like I love it when I dub something and it really matches the mouth movements of the original character. I love that. Like I know a few actors don't really care about it, and I know most people that watch are like, they don't really care for it, or they don't care about it. But I care so much because it's like
That's good.
It's almost like a sport.
Yeah, I was about
like
to say.
I love dubbing
Absolutely.
so much. And like if I were to dub one of those live action animal movies, that would be fucking impossible.
Can't see yourself in a
Like,
golden
I
retriever.
can't. I
the one with the pink bow. It screams you.
would,
It screams you.
exactly.
It's like, how do I?
Come on,
channel
guys.
myself?
Let's not be lazy. I'm a girl.
Well, you have to have that exact same tone too. Like
It has to be.
Yes.
I don't think mom would want us to do that.
Exactly.
So it's always that.
Guys, boys will be boys.
come on now.
Oh, brothers. You know they got to get that one.
Easily. Boys will be boys.
Oh, brothers.
Look, like Matt and I will
Oh,
always,
man.
we always like to pat ourselves on the back with like the little alley-oops that we like to throw each other because once again, and I don't know if you did it intentionally, Matt, but you once again threw me an oop because I'm sure that people that are listening are like, oh, we want to learn more about Matilda and not hear about Travis and Matt. Because,
They're learning so much.
listen,
though.
we're
I'm
dropping
telling you,
gems. I don't
so
know. Yeah.
That was
Right?
that
Cats and
was an epic
Oh.
rant.
Yes.
I love it. I love
That was
it.
an epic
It's so
rant.
funny. I have so much more to say about it, though. Like, how
Well,
do I
look,
have
we'll
this
circle.
much
It'll come
to
back.
say about
It'll come back up. Trust me.
It will come back.
Oh,
It'll come back.
We're gonna
That
stumble
for
upon
sure.
something where we're just like, let's stay there real quick.
Let's dive back into that what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Like, let's just
The-
loop
the-
back
the-
to that.
The leading candidate for this episode title is Cats and Dogs.
Yes.
That's the leading candidate right now.
I think that's good. But I'm also like my fans send me pictures of their cats. Like they know I love cats and dogs so much.
Double entendre.
Mm.
Don't
Double
ask them how.
entendre.
Don't
Yes.
ask them how.
Perfect title.
Exactly.
So
I mean,
Booking
Matt
it.
was in the theater learning about Sassy, learning about Air Bud. I was playing kickball at recess and everything. Well, you were.
Don't make it seem like I was outside.
You see what I tried to do there?
I was
Matt was just in
outside
there
too.
studying all animals.
Training to become a thespian one day.
You were just learning how you
Yeah.
can maybe you were what is it, method acting? When you get within the
Yes.
character.
I
Like
became
watching-
the dog.
watching animals though.
Well, you never know. He
I'm
might have-
learning so much.
He might have went home and started walking on four. He's just like crawling around the house.
Look, man, I started hanging around PetSmarts. Look, it was a method. It was a method.
But you were meeting the animals. That you're like, why aren't they talking?
Right.
Why aren't they saying
wait,
words?
something ain't
Yelling
right.
at them like, speak to me.
God damn it! They're like, woof. You're like, not like that.
That ain't it.
I know you can do it.
You watch your mouth.
Hey, watch your damn tone. Watch your damn tone.
hey.
Hey.
Watch it now.
Who you talk to like that?
But yes, Matt was also outside, and when he was not, studying animals. But you, on the other hand, you were starting your voice acting career, and
I was inside,
yes. So
inside the studio,
you were very
locked in there.
How did you,
I'm
how did
6
you come
years old.
about, that young, wanting to, get into voice acting? Was it something that, you had it, or were you just kind of maybe just, hey, we like your voice, let's?
I'm a nepotism baby, so.
The best kind of.
Just found out Matilda Smedius is a nepotism baby.
Breaking
Say,
news.
wow,
Breaking
guys,
news.
I don't know if we can continue this interview.
I don't have any real credentials. No, but I mean, I literally just like my parents are voice actors, and so I I became
Product
a voice
of your
actor.
environment.
Because they usually bring in the kids of the voice actors to do like a voice test because they're familiar with the studio and they kind of know what's expected of them. And most of the kids of voice actors are also really like, I don't know what the word is in English, but when you're acting old but you're really young. Like,
you have an old soul.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane. Like, I've worked at a dubbing studio, like, administratively when I got older, and like all the kid actors, it's like, who are you? Like, when were you born? Like, you're like 7 years old and like sitting and discussing taxes and I don't know, stocks or whatever. It's so strange. And I feel like I was also one of those kids. I mean, I wasn't smart like that. I didn't know about current events. But I was very, like, I felt like I understood the adult world. I was like, oh yeah, I get the jokes they're saying. Like, I get the sarcasm. And so I think that's just, most of the actors' kids are like that. And so you start doing voice tests and then you start working. It's if you're good enough. And then if you're good enough more, you get to stay in the biz, which that's a good
I
want to say that I'm not just like a nepotism baby. I feel like I have proved myself, which is also
absolutely
a Brig line. I just realized I said an Overwatch line there, but I feel like I
whoa,
proved myself.
pun intended.
Yeah. I was like double entendre.
There we go.
No, look, don't ask her how. Don't ask her.
Honestly, it's not
how.
until you get older and you start working where you realize that, you know, it's most people get in somewhere via a connection, and it's about how you use that connection to your own advantage versus just getting that connection and then just kind of like skating by. So
exactly.
Absolutely.
And I feel like, I mean, I can't say that I'm the most ambitious person ever, but I say yes if someone asks me if I want to do a voice job.
You're a go-getter.
And so I'm not a go-getter. I'm more like go get me, and I will follow you.
I'm gonna go get me.
It's like match phrase. Come get us. Come get us.
Look, that's so hilarious that you say that, because you know, since me and Travis have been on this journey, shout outs to Fandom Spotlight, my contractually obligated 3-time per episode shout out for Fandom Spotlight. But when I had got on with them, like when they had like brought me in to like write articles and like be an on-air talent, same thing, and I say travel all the time, I say yes to everything. Like, who wants to do this? Matt. Like, who wants to review this? Matt. I just sign up for everything because it's like exposure. I'm just trying to like just get myself out there, you know, just like put me anywhere. Like any movie, I'll watch it. Like anything you like, I'm in there.
Exactly.
So that's dope. That's dope. That's your.
That's the thing. But I feel like, but I mean, I want to be a go-getter. Like I want to be more like that. I think that would be a good thing for me to like expand and like maybe build a following better or whatever. But I don't know where that is inside me. I think I have it somewhere, like somewhere, but I just can't find that. And so for my entire life, I've been very fortunate, and I've just said yes to a lot of things. And like, not like, oh, I just got Overwatch, I just said yes. Like, I say yes to anything, like anything that is work, because I think work is so much fun. Like, I've done so many different kinds of jobs just because, like, why not? You know, it's just fun. But I do wish I had more
except
of a,
talking
like,
animal.
go-getter.
Except talking animal.
That's where you draw the line.
Exactly. No, that's the first time. That's where I break my own principle. My life principle is broken the day I get asked.
We heard you on the
hill that you'll die on
pod saying you would say yes to everything, and you keep rejecting.
They're gonna bring that up. You said here at the 10-minute mark that you would do any job.
Sally the toy poodle. Why won't you just say yes?
Sally the toy poodle. And yes, she has brothers.
If they ask me, I'm just gonna zap them. I'll just be like, you don't want me in this movie. You're never gonna ask me again. But you will, though.
Or
bring me in for something
or
else.
you see the casting list, and someone was already casted for like the owner of the dogs, and you're like, I like that role actually. Zap.
Yeah.
Zap.
Switch places. Done. I wish I could do that.
Oh man,
I wish I could do that. When I was working at one of the dubbing studios administratively, I was one of the people that like called actors and booked them. So I was like, hey, you have 3 hours to do this and this. When are you available and stuff like that? Or like, you have a voice test for this new thing. Blah blah blah. So I got to see all the actors for everything, and so a lot of the times there was like voice acting, like the voice tests. And I got the list, and you have like 3 names, and then you have an extra name. And I know they're always the same girls that kind of sound like me. I don't think I sound like them. I think they sound very similar. I just don't think I sound like them. But it's like
talking shit. That's right.
Young girls with like a little
they
rasp
sound like
in
me.
their voice. They sound like me.
They sound like me.
I'm the OG. Okay,
That's right.
OG.
No, but, like,
OG.
young girls. Exactly.
OG triple.
Like young girls with a raspy voice, and so it's always like the same, like Dominic and Michaela and Mimi, like always those 3 same girls. And so I would say like Dominic, Michaela, and then Mimi, and then the extra name, like if they say no, it's like Matilda Smedius.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. And then the next voice set list comes in, and it's like Dominic, Michaela, Mimi, and then Matilda Smedius. If they say no, you can call Matilda. And like I'm sitting there like, okay, hi, do you guys want to do a voice test? Yeah, okay, you do? Great. Fuck.
Thanks. See you tomorrow.
Exactly. So I wish I had a zapper then. I was just like, zap.
Yeah.
And there's switch. No one would know. Everyone would be better for it.
It's a lot of things that we could
had the OG.
create a utopia with the zapper.
Yes.
Absolutely. I do want to take a pause, not really even necessarily a pause. It's in the flow of the conversation because you mentioned it, but I realized in our epic animal rant that we never stopped to let the people know where they would know you from.
Oh my god! It's also I mentioned Overwatch 2, but I just said that I made the game. So
and then they're like,
everyone listening, you're like, oh, okay. She works.
Like this girl's very entertaining, but what does she do?
Who is she?
But at the same time, that's I feel like that's the beauty of like when we have our like pre-interview calls, because we just get into these conversations and we just start talking like we hung out like last weekend or something like that.
Yes.
It's like the people are listening. Like, do they know they hit record yet? Like, are they aware this is recording?
Mike's gonna text us like, "Hey guys, when does the episode start?"
Yeah, like, how much of this is the episode?
You can blame me.
We love it. Yo,
for that.
This is what we do. But I want you to take this moment to brag on yourself and just let our listeners at home know.
I'm Swedish.
I know. I do too. I hate it myself too. Well, not brag. All right, maybe just declare. What is it that they would know you from? Declare where they would know you from.
I do declare. My name is Matilda Smedius. I'm from Sweden. I'm from little country of Sweden in the north of Europa. And I do the voice of a character in Overwatch called Brigitte.
Brigitte.
And she's also Swedish, so that's why I get to do that. So that
was that a happy accident, or was that done by design? That you guys are from this name?
That was definitely. They were looking for Swedes, so that's why I got it. I wasn't that lucky. Like if they weren't looking for Swedish girls, I wouldn't.
I think they still would have called you.
well, thanks, but
it'd have called you. We say Dominic.
Michaela and Mimi.
Michaela. You'd have been there.
Wait, Matilda. That sounds like, a better fit.
Yeah. What's that Matilda girl doing?
They just got zapped. That's why.
Like,
they're like, maybe
her she just turned down that talking animal gig. She's free.
Finally, she's free. She says yes to everything. Finally.
Right, we finally got her.
So,
call her
are you an avid gamer at all? Like, when you prior to getting that call about voicing a video game character now?
I mean, I played Overwatch a lot before I was in Overwatch.
That's awesome.
So for me when I realized I did 3 voice tests in total, and the first voice test I didn't know what it was. It was just like in English. And I was like, oh, this sounds cool. I guess it's some kind of game, because it wasn't like a voice test like the usual voice test. It was very like short lines, like and they were very like, I don't know if one of them said something about like honor and glory. Like it was very like, I felt like it was a game.
Okay.
And then the second voice test I had to do while I was in Italy on vacation because they wanted to do it, and then they were like, "Can you do it there?" And I was like, "Okay." It felt really cool. I was like, "I'm a woman of the world. Look at me!" Like they want me so bad.
It's like, come get me.
Okay, I can do it myself. Exactly. Come get me.
Yeah, see? It all comes back. It all comes back.
Exactly.
I'm a go get me. Go get me.
Catch me if you can.
Right.
I'm gonna go to Italy.
What was that moment like
No,
when
so
you first played her? Hearing your voice.
Oh my god. I have a video of that. I am literally just screaming the entire time. And I also, it was like when she came out on like the, I don't remember what it's called, but it's like they had like the official version, then they had like the test version of Overwatch, where you can like try the new heroes, basically.
The beta?
Yeah, but like, I mean, the game is out, like before my character and everything. So it was just, I think it's like the PT something, I don't remember. But they had that.
PT Cruiser. Got it.
Where you can like, I don't even know what that is. I was like.
It's a car.
Oh, okay. Exactly. So they had the PT Cruiser.
There you go.
But I was playing it where like when she just came out, and it was like everyone was playing her, because I got into like one of those games where you can choose any character ever, because otherwise you can only have one of every character on one team. So it was like 6 versus 6, and everyone was playing Brigitte. So it was my voice times 12. I was like, I had to think there.
Had to do the math.
Exactly. and then number 13 with me sitting there like, like playing. And it was so strange. Like just me like screaming and like dying and killing people. And
so you're telling me the multiverse is a real thing?
The multiverse is a real thing.
Exactly. Exactly. I got that confirmed. That's why I was screaming when I was playing.
Confirmation.
Like panicking. No, but it was so strange. I still feel like it's surreal. Like I don't understand how my brain hasn't like gotten used to it yet, but it just hasn't, because it's so strange. Like sometimes when I play, I usually never play as Brigitte because I can't play her. Not because it's me or like, oh, it's so confusing. It's just like I don't know how to play the character because I'm not good at like the game. So I just can't play her. Like whenever I play her on stream, everyone's like trying to just giving me tips in the chat, and I was like, oh, that sounds good. I'm gonna do like that, and then I never do the way they tell me to.
They said hide in this corner until the match is over.
Exactly, yeah. That one I would not listen to, because I always like just go straight in, because I just want to kill. I just want to kill. It sounds so strange, but I just really want to kill when I'm playing.
Murder.
Yes, it's so awful. I screamed that on my stream last night. I just screamed like, I want to kill. I just want to kill, because I was playing as Brigitte and I don't know how to play her to get the kills.
Do you have like a guarded reaction when you get killed, because that's you getting killed on the screen? You're like, yo, hold on, let me find out who just did that to me. Send me your address.
Who killed me?
Exactly. No, but the thing is, what I was gonna say is that I never play as Brigitte, so I always play as like Moira or one of the other characters. But when I hear another Brigitte, or when I hear a Brigitte getting hurt, I think it's my character getting hurt, or like because it's my voice saying "ouch." So my brain hears my going at me, and I obviously I'm taking damage. It's so stupid. I can't.
No, that's hilarious.
It's so strange, but it's just like it just automatically. I'm like, oh shit, someone's shooting at me, and I'm like, how? Yeah. How is that possible? Oh, okay.
I'm still on the menu screen.
Exactly. Like, how is this possible?
I can only imagine like the first time the game came out, like when you played it at launch, and like you got the headset on. Like I can only imagine like the people who were playing with you, like hearing you talk as the player, there's like, oh, they recorded so many lines of dialogue for this character.
Exactly.
It's so interactive.
It really feels like she's telling me to play better.
Blizzard went all out.
The new interactive
You should use it as
character.
a strategic tactic. Like if someone on,
Just talk to the people.
if someone on the other team is using your character, you could then be like, start talking to them. Like, you actually run over there. They run into like a landmine or something.
Yeah, but the thing is, so a lot of the other voice actors do videos online where they play the game and they get into voice chat. And so Matt Mercer, if you know who he is like a huge voice actor, and he has a very distinct voice. Like he does the cowboy character Cassidy. It's like, it's high noon. Like he has a very distinctive voice. And so when he does it, like you can see the reactions in the game, and when he goes in the voice chat, people are like, are you Matt Mercer? Like, oh my god, you sound exactly like Cassidy. And so it's like fun reactions and fun videos. And then I did videos like that with a friend of mine that's a YouTuber in Sweden, and we did those. We tried, but the thing is, I just sound like any white girl. Like there's nothing distinctive with this voice at all. So when I started doing the voice lines, I was like, nobody's reacting, and I started like, oh, do you guys want to hear my impression of Brigitte? And they were like, yeah, sure. And then I do, and they're like, yeah, that's great. Can we play? Like,
they said sounds nothing like her.
Who is this weirdo trying to like?
It's like, all right, we're waiting
something.
on you to start the game, so let's come on.
Yes, it's so
like, all right.
So like,
cool
I
party
can't
trick.
even do that. I can't even like trick people. Like no one's reacting. They're just like, who is this? Who's trying to sound? Or it's just like, oh yeah, she has a soundboard. Like she's just clicking a soundboard.
He's just clicking the buttons.
Yeah.
Pushing buttons.
It sucks. I really wish I had more of like a distinct voice, but I think literally anyone could go into voice chat and pretend to be me. I feel like I shouldn't say that on a podcast, but I feel like it's true.
Matt, we should give it a try. See if we can disguise ourselves as Matilda.
Oh yeah, we in there. We in the chats.
Okay, wait. Yeah, you can do that.
I'm gonna download the game tonight.
Okay,
I can say a voice line now, and you guys can try your absolute best. I'm gonna say a Swedish one.
Oh,
okay,
we're in here.
Let's go.
Okay, try your best. Okay,
Let's get it.
Wait, I need to. Okay, släng dig I väggen.
What? Who? Who wants bacon? Who wants bacon?
To hear this again, 3 plus 1. I'm pressing 1.
Okay, one more time,
Okay.
and then
Right.
Travis, you have to start.
Okay.
For some reason, I just decided.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Släng dig I väggen.
Slendenvega.
Avada Kedavra.
How was that? Will I pass?
Perfect.
Will I pass?
Yes, that's beautiful. That was beautiful. It's like it's the perfect thing. You can go into voice chat now.
Let me know the
Pretend to be
next
me.
time you're streaming. I'm gonna hop right in.
Yeah, the next time I'm sick, I'll call you.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
They gonna be like, yo,
I'm
y'all,
sick, I can't
Matilda's
come
on the
into
chat.
work. I know this guy.
Yeah. Just send me.
Sounds exactly
Sounds
like me.
just like me. Sounds just like
Yeah.
me.
Send me clips. Send me auto bites, and then I'm just gonna I'll just get in there and just start riffing.
Look, it's gonna be Trav Dominic.
Exactly. I'm not even the name there. I'm just not on the list anymore. Oh,
Trav
shit. What have I
usurped. He's
done?
at the top of the.
What
He
have I
just
done to myself?
sabotaged your whole career.
You're gonna get a DM from me that says like, "Hey, I got an email for a voice acting gig that I'm pretty sure is meant for you, but just want to confirm."
Exactly. Just want to.
They're gonna.
Want to confirm.
Yeah.
Just want to see.
You're gonna get a. I thought we were turning down talking animal roles.
Exactly.
Like, look at your range.
I'm gonna show up at the next con. They're gonna be confused as hell.
So confused.
So confused.
It was me all along
The whole
y'all.
time.
So,
They do
look,
like a reveal
Yeah.
of the voice behind, and then Travis walks out like, "Hey, everybody, hi."
this is gonna go on so long. Like Matilda, you as the real person, you are now the imposter. That's how.
Yes.
That's how long. That's how long this is
That
gonna
works
go.
perfectly with my imposter syndrome, though. So
Hey.
I mean, for me, that would just be like, "Oh, everything I've always thought is true. Great." Great. That's perfect.
Affirmations.
A big full circle moment is what we're gonna do. Is you're gonna send me a bunch of recording clips of your lines. I'm gonna try to find out who did the awful editing for all the Air Buddies movies, and then we're just gonna put that over my mouth, and that's gonna be all. And then all your lines are gonna be said, and we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good.
Game.
Oh my god.
Motherfucking
I'll
change.
start it by saying it myself, since I had eloquated it. Is that even a word? Eloquated? But anyway,
It is. It's today. They're just words. They don't control us.
Thespian.
see.
Eloquated.
See, well, I guess the jig is up. This interview was actually my own interview to you, so I can get in this.
Exactly. This is all a ruse. I'm just trying to find someone to replace me.
Trav has been openly campaigning to become a voice actor. This was his shot.
I was going to ask you guys, like, have you done any voice work? Is that something you
This.
like want to do? This. Yeah.
So look, you accidentally stumbled into a topic.
Hey, look at me.
This is how we work it.
Hey.
So I actually went to acting school for a couple years. Ended up having to drop out, became a parent, that kind of took priority and whatnot. But performing has always been my thing. And it's funny that you were talking about, voice actors, kids. So I can remember, like, my mom, I always say this, I'm mad that she didn't like make me continue to do it, because where would I have been? But like, I used to do gigs all the time as a kid.
No.
Like infomercials, things like that. Like I'm in a math book somewhere. Like, the kids with like the cubes in the math book.
Yes.
I have no look. I don't know how you would find it. Like, I have no idea. But I used to do it all the time. But like the older I got, I like got into video games and stuff, because it's like auditioning was like a chore. Looking back, I didn't realize, because like I was like kind of consistently working, so I was doing something right. Like, I was like booking gigs. But for me, it was kind of like, we got to audition today.
Yes, I remember that. I had the same thing when I was younger. I took a break from voice acting because it was just like, back in the studio doing the dream job. But it's like, now I feel like, how the fuck could I think that it wasn't funny? Like, it's the best thing I know.
And the thing that they don't tell you, Trav, in like the performing world, is like the ring lights that they use for lighting are hot as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like, so you just be in the audition room already nervous, but then the lights are beaming on you, so like you're sweating, but so it's just like you're like trying to concentrate, and they're like, "Kid, relax." And I'm like, "No, I'm not nervous. It's just hot as hell in here."
We didn't get to the scene yet where you're sweating profusely. I know. I'm just this room is just hot as hell.
Did you jump ahead in the script? Like, what line are you on? Then the other guy's like, "Oh, this kid is method as shit. We got to get him signed now."
I ate a bunch of ghost peppers real quick, so I was ready for this.
I watched a lot of live action animal movies in the theater, so I know my shit.
If you ever want to learn how to sweat on cue, watch live action animal movies.
Cats and dogs.
It's the blueprint. It's the blueprint. But a question that I did want to ask you, so like pre-Netflix, there used to be like this kind of a tension, if you will, between like movie actors and like TV actors. It was just like you're not as good as us type thing. But then like when Netflix came and we're like in like a golden age of TV and stuff, that kind of like blended, like, film actors versus TV actors is kind of like cross pollination. But now it's just like, I've noticed that, in front of camera actors, I guess for lack of a better term, they kind of have like a nose up in the air to like voice performers. Like, you guys are like your own village. Do you know why that is a thing? And have you ever like encountered that, you're not in front of the camera, so are you really acting? Like that type of situation?
I was just gonna say, I was like, the culture before, like movie actors versus like TV actors, like such a difference. And then like dubbing actors, like somewhere far down below everything of that. That's like
Trav, Dominic, dubbing actors.
Yeah. About to create an IMDb page after this. Don't sleep on me.
Exactly. No, but so like I always felt like dubbing is being like looked down upon a lot, is what I felt in Sweden. I mean, I work in Sweden, so I don't know that much about the the voice acting industry in the US, which is so much bigger. Like in Sweden, it's mostly dubbing. It's very rarely any like original stuff. Like Brigitte is my only original character ever. Like I've only done dubbing. So I feel like a dubber at heart. Like that's like I said, I see it as a sport. Like I love it so much. I just want to excel all the time. Like whenever I'm in the studio, I'm like, how can I do this better? How can I do this like faster? Because it's like you need to be fast to save money, because nobody in the business cares about the quality actually. But like, so I'm like, how can I be fast and good?
There you go.
But like I've always felt like, and I discuss this with my dad all the time because he's also a dubber and has been like a stage performer. And it's just like, I don't understand why it's like that, but I think like voice actors have been sort of like lurking in the shadows, like if from the TV or the in front of the camera actor's perspective. I think it's just like, you know, it's not about fame and stuff like that as much as it is when it comes to being on the stage or in front of a camera, like in movies or on TV. Like that's more like about like attention. Whereas when you're a voice actor, especially in Sweden, like you don't get that much attention. If you do a good job, nobody thinks about you. Like that's the thing. If you do a bad job, it's like, oh, who the fuck dubbed this character? That's the worst thing I've ever
Send her
heard.
back to talking animal movies.
Exactly. Send her back. But like if you do a good job, no one thinks about it. Like it's basically like that. And so I don't know. I never understood why it is like that, but I know I have felt it growing up in the industry.
Yeah.
I have felt like, oh, I'm not a real actor. And sometimes I even say that, like, now. I'm obviously an actor. Like, it's my main gig. That's what I do. But for some reason, I understand, like, most people, if I talk to people at parties and I tell them what I do, I'm a voice actor. A lot of people just ask me, like, oh, but haven't you ever wanted to do, like, real acting? And they don't mean anything bad in that. That's just like, that's how they see it. Like, you have real acting. That's like actors. Like if I would just say like, oh, I'm an actor, people would be like, oh, have I seen you in anything? Or like, are you a huge name? But whenever I say I'm a voice actor, they're like, oh, okay, cool. And then I think a lot of attention is like, oh, but do you want to do the real thing? But then, I mean, I don't want to say that people aren't interested, because a lot of people, when I tell them what I do, they're like, oh my god, I didn't think that was like an actual job. Like, I've never thought of that. Like, people do that. You do that? You get behind that. Oh my god. Like, I don't know.
I think I should do that.
Yeah. Oh, that's the worst, though. I mean, I can't, like, a lot of people want to be voice actors, and I think that's amazing. Like, that makes me really happy that it's something that people respect. Like it's a respected profession in that case, like not from TV and movie actors, but from people, from the commoners. They think it's cool that you're a voice actor. But it's so often that I'm like at a party and I tell people that I'm a voice actor and they're like, oh, I want to do that, and that's like the end of their sentence, and then I'm always like,
they're waiting for you to co-sign.
I can't.
Tell me I can do this.
I got a role for you, actually. Let me get you that.
Exactly.
That's what they think is going to happen.
Down the other day. It's a live-action animal movie. You would take
I think you'd be great.
Flop. I just flopped instantly.
If you ever want to get spicy with it, I got something for you. If they, you have that conversation and they said, "Oh yeah, I'm working remotely." That's where you go. Oh, do you ever want to do real work again?
Do you ever want to really work?
Have you tried real work? Isn't that something you want to?
Yeah, you know.
Have you went into the office?
It's like, wow, you're not showing face either. So what's up?
Cool. Exactly. Don't come at me.
Just in case if you
double entendre, don't ask them how.
Your camera doesn't
Don't
work on
ask
your
them how.
laptop. What's going on? So,
But that's so. I always find it so crazy because like the first time that I became aware of it when I went into acting school and like we were doing like like the pre-introductions and everything, and they like kind of give you like an assessment to like figure out which group to put you in because they had like modeling, TVP, which stands for TV print, which is like actors and whatnot, or just like commercial actors. So they like would slot you in where they think you would succeed. And I remember there was a comment made that they like asked you like, oh, like what do you want to get into, like movies, television, this, that, and the third, blah blah blah. And like the statement made was like, oh, like if you ever want to get into TV or film, there's like never do commercial work. That's maybe this changed now, but they was like, yeah, never do commercial work because like that's looked down on crazy. Like it's like you're basically kind of like a scab, like if like as a commercial actor.
That's so strange.
They was just like if you ever try to go out for like a show or anything and like they see like credits for like commercials, they typecast you, like they box you in, and it's just like, oh, you don't have the range, like you can only act in like 15-minute bursts, like essentially it's kind of like
that wouldn't work for us because we just say yes to everything. And like who can afford saying no to a commercial? They're so well paid.
Exactly. And those are the jobs that are constantly casting because commercials are just kind of filming on rotation all the time. So and whatnot. But then it's just like when I was like hearing all this and everything, I kind of took the complete opposite stance because I was just like, I feel like voice acting is much harder because it's like you have to convey everything with just your voice. Like with acting, if I don't have like if I don't sound good audibly, I can compensate with like my facial cues and my emotions, and I can like give you it with nonverbals. But like voice acting, you living down the mic. I think that's so much harder.
Yeah. I genuinely myself think that is really harder as someone who has like, I mean, I haven't been in front of the camera, but I've done like theater, and I went to like, I've been acting with my face as well, and I've been working as a voice actor. I can't speak English for some reason. I feel like voice acting is so much harder. It's so much harder. I mean, obviously, when you have a camera on you or you have an audience in front of you, you have to like, you can't take any breaks. And I mean, obviously they have different kind of difficulties, but like, oh my God, sorry, I'm just seeing a woman outside with a cat on her shoulders.
Talking cat?
No.
Is it a talking cat?
Oh my Lord. She has a cat on her leash, and she just had it like up
but she's
here.
carrying it.
Now it's down. Oh my God.
She's looking for you.
I want to be her.
She is looking for look. She's like, my cat needs a voice. would you be willing?
No.
Then Matilda immediately goes from awe to no. All right. Let's get out of
here. Never mind. It wasn't that cute.
I was like, oh hell no. Where was I? I don't even remember. I was so distracted.
We were saying we were talking about
voice acting in versus yes. Yep. So for me, having the most acting experience in voice acting, what I think of most like comparing difficulties is like voice acting Brigitte, which is like original character, and like I don't have anything to match. I don't have any like, it's just they just say like, oh, let's do line 32, do 3 takes, go, and then it's just like silence. Like that was something completely new to me versus dubbing, where you kind of have like a template, but it's still like so much harder. Like you have to match the mouth movements, you have to match the pace of the original character, and you have to match the energy levels. And like some characters, they go like up and down and up and down, and like that's so much harder, I think, in some ways. Like it's so hard to compare them because like, I don't know, I've been doing dubbings for my entire life. Like I don't remember life without dubbing.
Right.
So I should know dubbing by heart. I do in some ways, but I still feel like it's kind of like more difficult than like just voice acting. Like just like that to me, it's just like easier. Like I can't explain it.
No,
it's some way.
You know what's
easier.
crazy? I think I understand what you're saying because so with me and Trav, to toot our own horn, a lot of this is like we create it organically, like in the moment. It's like it's very seldom that we like rehearse like how we're just gonna kind of like flow in the conversation. So it's funny, and me and Trav always like make fun of ourselves. Anytime we like have something written down, we fuck it up every time. Like if there's ever like a plan and a script that we have to go like we it's just bad. Like, we got like so many takes. But if they're just like, if someone's just like, oh, we just need a 30-second clip just conveying this point, and there's like no direction, we can bang that out like easily. Like, all right, cool, done. But it's like, hey, read this, and it's like, shit. So I can kind of understand, like, with your Overwatch character, like you say, it's all original content. Like you have nothing to go off of, so like you can just kind of take that as your own. But like so with dubbing, you got to match other energy, and it's just like, oh no, that's too loud. And
also dubbing is so fast paced. Like I'm in the studio, I have to do a lot of work because I need to be quick and efficient and good, so I get more work. And I mean, the dubbing industry, like the people in charge of it don't care about the outcome. They don't care if it's good or not. They just want it done. Yeah. Most of them. Not all the people, but like the people that throw the money at us, they would just want it done. And so that is like, I just need to do everything quickly and good enough. And like sometimes I'm with an engineer and I'm like, you know what, I need to do, can I please just redo that last one? And they're like, okay, you have one take. Now, like, we've already done 5. Like, you have one
on the one take.
Exactly.
Shit.
They're like, keep it in there. We need to move on. Exactly. But like when I do Overwatch, it's so slow paced, and it's just like, okay, you have this line, and especially if it's just like, get on the payload, or like something like that. Usually now I feel like I know exactly how to do them. Like most of them, it goes very quickly. But that's just because it goes quick, and I know how to do it instantly. But like when there are like longer lines, or like lines like that are interacting with other characters, we can do them like 20 times. Like there's no limit. Like we can just like redo them. And I always have a director with me, and I have like a script supervisor with me. Like there's so many people. Like when I dub, it's just me and an engineer, and then sometimes you get a director as well. But usually it's just you and another person, and you have to do this thing. And it doesn't matter like if it's like a really like heartfelt like speech, like you have to do it basically on like the first try. It feels that way. I mean, obviously it's not literally that, but it's very not far from that. So I think sometimes like I think that's kind of what makes voice acting an original character easier, is that just I really have the time and I have the resources to help me, especially since it's another language. I mean, obviously I know English well, I can speak it very well, but sometimes when they give me a line, I don't know where to put the emphasis, because I just I speak it in a Swedish way, and it sounds really off, and they're like, how did you say that? And I was like, I just said it. What is that how you say it? I don't know.
Who wants bacon?
Exactly. Who wants bacon? Who is that? So it's very like, yeah, I just have the time. I have all the time in the world. They can give me like, we can do so much with it, and that just makes it much easier. I don't have to, it's not a sport. It's just like,
you know what I was just thinking of too, as you were talking about just how quick and efficient that you have to be in certain moments. Do you or do you know anyone that's worked on shows that are simulcasted? Because I know for animes, for anime that come out, it'll release in Japan, and then some have a simulcast where then like the next day it'll drop, the English version will drop, where usually the Japanese version will be out for months and the English dub version will come out later. So I'm always curious to know, I wonder what their time schedule is like.
That turnaround time is probably
I think it's very like since I worked at a dubbing studio like at the office, I feel like my understanding of deadlines is not better than it was before, because you know, you can have a client and they are like, we need to get this done tomorrow. You have to make it. You have to do it tomorrow. And then you sit there and you book the actors and it's chaotic and you get them in and they do the work. And then, like, you know, it doesn't get on TV, or it doesn't get on Netflix, or it doesn't get on whatever. And like until like several months later, and you're like, why did we have to do that now? Like, why did we have to, like, how is that? And then some other things where you don't even think about it. You just book everything in, everything kind of moves like smoothly, and then you get to the deadline and you send it in. And then it's on like the next day, and you're like, "Oh shit! What something had happened?" Yeah,
like, dang, I didn't get to hear it.
So I never exactly. I never trust the deadlines that I get from the or that I got from the clients. I never trusted those, because also, I mean, you have the human factor when it comes to acting. Like some people are sick, or like they have a show with kids, and the kids have like 10 hours worth of dubbing. It's like, yeah, that's gonna take several weeks, because they can't come in as much. I feel like American child actors are like really their work ethic is very strong, but in Sweden it's like illegal. Like we can't book them more than like a certain amount of hours per
America. Work until you bleed.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I was like, I need to explain that in Sweden we take care of our children.
I was like, I don't think that's a bad thing how you guys do it out there.
Yeah,
we might want to get some HR for these kids.
Exactly. But so like the clients are usually American, and they usually think like, oh yeah, just get the kids in and do the work and then ship it out. And we're like, this is going to take weeks. Like, we can't. We have to book them very sporadically, and that's what we want to do as well. And, like, me being a kid actor as well, like, I was so, like, protective of these kids. And, like, some parents of the kids, you know, they're like, oh, no, he can go for 5 hours. Oh, that's fine. I'm like, our maximum is 2.
Yeah, it's like...
Who was letting him do 5 hours?
He took a nap. He's fine.
Yeah. And, like, I know the engineers, they don't want to work with a kid for more than, like, 2 hours. Like, the kids, they want to be out and play. Or be in the movies and watch a live-action animal movie or something. I don't know.
Look,
whatever
that was
Matt
me. Like,
did.
my mom... Yeah, my mom bribed me. She was just like, all right, if we do this, we'll go to Toys R Us. And I was just like, all right.
Yeah. I feel like that's what they do. You know, you see when you see the kids come into the studio and they have, like, McDonald's, you're like, oh, okay.
It's like, I see.
They did not want to be here today.
Yeah, definitely had the
Smart
happy
move,
meal.
Parents. Smart
definitely
move.
had the happy meal. But it was bad because it's like you can't get what you want because you can't like mess up your clothes. So you got to get like the most blandest thing. Like we'll get the messy stuff after. It's like I don't want these nuggets without sweet and sour sauce.
See, that's good when you're not in front of the camera. You can just like
look, there you go.
Over. It's so nice.
Look, we got pros. But yeah, as a in front of actor, I always tip my hat to voice actors, because just like everything that we even discussed, even just for me, so I turn it on when I know the camera's on. Like I want to, like when the camera's not on, like I'm just kind of, you know, I wouldn't say reserved because I'm kind of out there, but it's just like, you know, it's performative when I get like in front of the camera, and it's just like, because I know, like, you know, the bright lights are on me. If it's like a crowd of people, it amps me up. It's like adrenaline. Yeah. So it's just like, oh, like you were saying before, like especially doing it in front of a live audience, it's like you got to get it. Yeah. Like we don't got takes. So it's just like, even as a voice actor, like y'all kind of have to like self-hype yourself up, because it's like you're just in like a cold room with one other person reading lines. So it's just like you don't got the adrenaline, like, yeah, let's go.
No, exactly. That is so true.
She's chugging pre-workout.
Like, you really have to do that. Exactly. Let's go.
Taking a bump of creatine.
Exactly.
Like, let's go.
The C4 got me amped. Where are my lines at?
Come on, let's do this shit.
Smash a can of Red Bull on your forehead. Let's go.
Stone cold into
They're like,
Red Bulls.
this is not the right energy for this. You're playing an old lady. What are you doing? This is not.
Like, all right, bring it down.
How dare you question the artists and their craft?
Exactly. How dare you question my methods?
That. So I guess like,
true.
how do you psych yourself up? Like, do you have like any tricks that like get you in ready to kill mode in Overwatch? Murder.
What songs do you turn on to get you pumped? Like, what are you doing?
Nothing but Slipknot. She can't listen to anything but Slipknot on the day.
I feel like I'm very fortunate because I love my job so much. I mean, it fluctuates, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not always like like really psyched to get in the studio, but like 90% of the time, and maybe I'm not psyched before, but then as soon as I stand there, I like when I'm in the studio with the mic and the headset, I'm always like, I'm so lucky. I love this so much. So I don't need to do anything. It's just like, I think it's about just like, I just really immerse myself in whatever's going on. So I like to like, if I can, if I'm not like, on bad days, I will bring up my phone like in between lines sometimes. I'm like waiting for a text or like, you know, when you have a bad day, you're just like, I just want this to go by.
Exactly.
But like, if a really good session is when I just put my phone away and then I can't even like see it. Like, I'm just like just looking at what I'm doing and just like, you know, the sport of it. I love that. I'm just like sporting, and I it's just like, it's just the best thing I know. I just love voice acting so much. It sounds so strange, but I just love it so much. That's
awesome.
Like everything I've learned. Like when I started working at the dubbing studio, I started going into the studio and listening to the other actors, and I just realized what an art form this is, and like what a skill it is. Like you really need to like be sharp, and like there's so many things that you notice in like a millisecond, and you have time. That millisecond is time enough to like change the course of the line so it matches, and you do it on like the first take. Like it's so strange. Like you get in there, you've never seen anything of what you're doing before. You never get prepared. Like you always come in there and you have no idea what's going on. I mean, obviously some characters you've done before, but you haven't seen the script or the material. And so you see that for the first time, on the first try, I never listen to the line before. I always go, and I listen to the English or the whatever the original language is, but the English usually. I listen to the English at the same time as I'm speaking Swedish, and I hear where they are in the sentence, so I can match that, and I can also hear when I'm like reaching the end of my sentence, and I feel like they're gonna continue, and then I add something. I add a word, or I add. Usually it's, for some reason, it's just like one of those just works every time. I can't explain it. It sounds, it doesn't sound bad. It's just like, exactly. It works so many of the times. You just add a little, or like a little laugh or something. And like at the same time as I'm doing this, like audibly.
Yep.
Visually and audibly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
that sounds right.
As I'm doing that audibly
Gotcha.
and verbally, I'm visually seeing. Did I say? I was trying to sound smart. I'm seeing the.
You didn't try. You succeeded.
Yay!
We knew what we were saying.
I'm seeing the mouth movements of the character. So I'm like, and at the same time as I'm reading the line, do you understand? Do you understand how
that's crazy
this is? Like, I do all of this at the same time, and obviously I've done it for almost 20 years. Like, obviously I know how to do it, but it's so fascinating. It fascinates me so much, like the amount of energy that goes into dubbing. Like, I'm just I'm in awe of all my coworkers. Like, it's just the best thing. It's so cool. How?
No.
I really, for so
for
so many of the years in my life, I just thought anyone could go into to the studio and do it. I genuinely thought that because I had just gone into the studio and done it. Like, I was just like, anyone can do this. It's not hard. Like, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I've just, the past 10 years, I've just, like, just grown into this, like, complete passion for like the job that I'm doing because it's so fucking cool.
Whoa. We are just overdoing it. It's too much to watch. See what I did there? Overdoing it. Overwatch. That's fine. But we promise you guys a mega interview. So we're going to pause it right here with part 1. A lot of anime's out. My Hero is out. Catch up. Bleach 1,000 Years Blood Arc is out. Catch up. We know y'all anime. We know y'all nerds got things to do right now. So nerd it up. We'll nerd it up together. And then we'll come right back here next week and wrap it up with part 2 of our amazing mega interview with Matilda Smedius. And we'll see you guys on the other side. Bye.